The words I've been hearing over and over this afternoon is you have graduated. You now see the interconnectedness of all things. And this potent message is coming from the Galactic Council of Light, is what I received. And if you have found this message, then this has to be for you. This is only for a small group of population who have finally unlocked another level of frequency within your soul. You have now begun to see all parts and weave everything together. You have stepped into the new earth, the new paradigm where we weave everything together, where we no longer fracture every subset of our society, and we see the interconnectedness of all things. This is so potent. You have moved out of the old paradigm. If you feel this, if you are starting to, rather than reject, if you are starting to piece and weave things together and see and rebuild and restructure the foundations of society, of your profession that you're in, of all the framework that we have been built upon, if you are beginning to see that this is for you, and this is so potent, what you now begin to see is that you are here to anchor a new way. You are here to anchor the way of the new earth, that fifth dimensional frequency where every aspect of being is seen in every part of our society. It is woven into the fabric of our society. The old paradigm was feeling the disconnection and the fracturedness of each part of our society, each system, each structure, and wanting to reject that. That is an old paradigm, let alone a very old paradigm of wanting to just sit in the previous known of that fractured society. Even a part of the old paradigm is the rejection of all of it. And the new way of what I was receiving is not the rejection of all things, not rejection of the whole system. It is realizing that we need to restructure it. We need to rebuild from the ground up, but also recognize that some of the wisdom that was woven into the old structures is still coming with us, but in a way that is so much more greater, that sees all parts of us. And I'm being slowed down to weave this into what does that even mean and look like in the world. That means that every framework, all our systems, the educational, how we care for our children, how we educate our children, our healthcare system, even all the other aspects of health, of massage, of body work, of kinesiology, of building our houses, creating clothes, like every aspect, there is something in there. There are small fragments of within that is coming with us, but recognizing that within every aspect, it's always been fragmented. And that is why it's never felt right and it's never felt good. And the old paradigm, the old way of being, the old belief system was to just reject it all as a whole. But that is no place in this fifth dimensional frequency. What has a place within it is to weave everything together to create a new. And this feels so, and my throat is getting closed right now. And that is because it feels so big within this collective, and I am here with you. And that's the reason that I'm receiving this message, is because I'm also a part of that energy of the graduation of feeling and seeing the interconnectedness of it all. I feel that so deeply that even more so in this moment in time, I am seeing the weaving of all things come together than I ever have before, with clarity. And that is why the words that came through is you've graduated. It is because your soul has reached another level of frequency. You have actually shifted and changed your whole vessel in such a profound way to actually reach this point. This is the point of whether you integrate every aspect of yourself. It is the point where every part of your body, of your mind, of your heart, of your soul is integrated and is working in harmony, where you are no longer separate of your higher self, of your light body, but you are always working and moving in harmony with your higher self. That is why it is a graduation of your soul's evolution. Your soul has reached an evolution of higher consciousness in a way that we have not seen before, and so that you see all parts and you see all wisdom in all things, and you see the interconnectedness of how everything relates one into another. And we have had a society that is built upon fragmentation, because that is what created a fragmentation within our soul. Within our essence has been fragmented from the societal structure, this old paradigm that even the creations of every foundation of the school, of the healthcare system, of the well-being system, of the spiritual community, of the nutritional community, has all been based upon this fragmentation of this old structure. But the new earth, those who are here to be the architects of the new earth, only those who are meant to be those architects will graduate into seeing the interconnectedness of all things, and you will realize that you are not here to reject the wisdom that you have held from being connected to the old paradigm, but you are meant to weave that in with all that you have learned from deep within your soul and the wisdom that you are connected to. This is of high frequency, is what the Galactic Council are illuminating. You are a high frequency soul. If you were not a high frequency soul, you would not be able to access this universal wisdom that is held within your vessel. And that is why you have graduated, because your frequency within your body has expanded and reached a level of consciousness that is moving into this new earth, this fifth dimensional frequency. You, my love, are here to anchor love, unconditional love, in whichever framework that you have moved from and now bridging to connect with all things. Whichever profession, whichever career path you have been moving in and collating different pieces from all aspects of being, all other frameworks, and now you're going to weave that all together to share that and share that with the world, because you are meant to be the teacher, or you are, I'm going to slow down a moment because they're stopping me, because not everyone is meant to be the teacher. Those in this collective who have graduated and see the interconnectedness and are now weaving that in what they do and what they're here to share with the world. Some are meant to be the teachers. Some are meant to see all things and create a structure that weaves all things and isn't fragmented. But some are also meant to be the embodied practitioners, where they move within their work, within others, in a way that it is embodying the interconnectedness of all things, and they're weaving it into their work. So not everyone is meant to be on a stage and teach their work. Some are meant to be in the work and just be embodied practitioners and allow the collective to feel that energy and feel what it feels like to receive care, to receive wisdom that does weave all knowledge together. And so, my love, within this collective, you are all going to be endeavoring to weave this wisdom in every part of our society. So it isn't just in spiritual work, it isn't just in healing modalities, it is sometimes in even teaching children, it is in teachers, in the educational system, it is within health, it is within nutrition. Like, I'm just seeing like little lights around the world, and you are just placed all across every field. It is not just one field, it is not just a spiritual field, it's not just a psychic field, the healing, it is everywhere. Because, and that is why we were led to do and step into these career paths and these modalities, is because we had codes within us that was meant to awaken to this level of ascension within our soul. Because now we collect the wisdom that we're going to take with us from whatever our chosen pathway was. And now we're going to weave together the wisdom that we have also collected outside of just that. And then we're going to weave the wisdom that we hold innately within us and our connection to the universe and wisdom beyond just this earth. And so you are always meant to go down that career path, because you are meant to take what you can from the fragmentation of that old ways, but now you are meant to birth that into the world of your own unique blueprint, of your own unique way of being, and you are meant to share. I'm just seeing so much information. So I'm seeing that you are meant to share this new paradigm of whatever your pathway is in your work, and you are not meant to be afraid of being judged by your community, is a very strong message. So what is coming through right now is around that there is fear that's being held, because I feel that energy is like slowing down, because that was very beautiful and bubbling and there was a lot of momentum, but now the energy of this collective is slowing down, in the sense of you have seen it, you've had the download, you have received the guidance, you've started to see all the webs of the energy connecting to each other, and you have woven it together, and feel that then once you weave it all together and you see it and you see what you're here to do, you feel that contraction. And then there's a slowing and a stopping almost that's happening. What is being illuminated from the Galactic Council so profoundly is, do not slow down. You are not here to be a part of your old community. You are here to anchor in a new way. You are here to present yourself as your unique blueprint, unique code, and you are meant to share that. Do not be afraid to be attached to the old ways, in the sense of like the name of whatever that pathway is. Do not be afraid to also present that as a part of your work, but also present it in a way that it is completely unique and a new way of doing things. Because if you just present yourself, it's getting too confusing. Let me use myself as an example. I have been a midwife for many years, and what I have anchored in over this last month is a complete framework, and it is a new paradigm of preparation for birth. It is a completely interwoven, interconnected way of being a midwife, in the sense of preparing families for birth, but in the sense of preparing every aspect of their being, preparing their physical vessel, preparing their energetic vessel, and preparing their frequency as a family field, so that can support this new life entering in the world. So I weave my midwifery knowledge, but also my psychic wisdom and my interconnectedness of seeing all things and seeing how energy interrelates and connects all together. And so what I am here anchoring in this moment is a new paradigm of birth preparation, a new way of being as a midwife, where I weave every aspect, because the old way where I was taught was an old paradigm that did not interconnect the soul and the heart aspect. And it also very minimally really saw the body and its wisdom and its purity in all forms. And so it was very easy to almost pull away from the idea of being a midwife and just present myself as a healer and a psychic, but that's not what I meant to do. I meant to weave it all together. And I meant to share this because it will help it make more sense for you of what I'm trying to illuminate. Do not be afraid to still name where you were connected to. I am still a midwife. That's still a part of the wisdom that I've woven into all aspects of this framework. But it is a small part, because there was so much missing from that institution of education in that framework. It was very fragmented and there were many aspects that were missing, and I'm here to weave it all together. And this is what they're illuminating for you to understand. Relate my story, relate this information to exactly your path, because like I said, it is everywhere. Throughout society, it is every fabric. We are meant to create a new architecture, a new structure with every aspect of our society. And so do not be afraid to also utilize some of the wisdom that you've been taught. But do not be afraid to present that in a grander, bigger scale that actually illuminates your power. Because when we are afraid to present that you are here, that I am here to be a midwife in the new way, in the fifth dimensional frequency that sees all aspects, that sees beyond just the physical, do not be afraid to step into that. Do not be afraid to step into that anchoring, even if that isolates you from the community you were once connected to. Present yourself as a leader is what I'm hearing. Present yourself as a leader. You are not here to be a part of the old paradigm. You are here to anchor in a new. This is why they're bringing this message, is so that you can really feel this. Feel this deep within your heart space. Feel this within your solar plexus that's just expanding you. And really land in this truth, because otherwise when we see it, we have the ability to contract or stop and slow down the momentum. Because in the beginning there was momentum, and when I felt into where we saw it and where we got the download and we felt it all, there was a stopping, and that was the fear. But that's because you are just expanding. You're expanding your energetic field. You're expanding your nervous system to hold more energy, to anchor in more energy. And do not be afraid of your power, because your power is not unlike any other. It is a leader. It is a pioneer in your chosen field. You are not here to be a part of the crowd. You are here to step forward and show them the way. You are here to show people the way. You are not here to be a part of others. And this is why the Galactic Council of Light are here to share the message. Your soul has ascended. You cannot go back. You now see it. You have already seen the connectedness of all things. Allow yourself to anchor in the weaving that you have already created within yourself, what you see, what you know to be true, and birth that into the world. Allow it to be seen, whether that is birth it in the sense of the teacher or the embodied practitioner who moves from this place in their work. Do not be afraid of your power. Your power is a gift to this world if you allow it to be seen. If you do not allow your power to be seen, then your power will never be received as a gift. And see it for its gift, even when it stretches you, even when it opens and expands your capacity. See the gift that you hold within you, my love. And know that this is so potent and so powerful. And I thank you. I thank you for being here with me. And they're letting me know that this message is coming to a close. They're leaving now. And I thank you for allowing yourself to ascend to see all things. And they look forward to watching you as you birth this into the world. And I send you love.